I praise the Lord for opportunity to be here. You keep making history. I've been speaking in Joro campus for the last maybe 30-something years. But I've never been to town campus. Am I not making history today? Yes, I've made history because I'll never say again that I've not been to town campus. And it's good that I'm able to be here. 3 things I want to note. Number 1 is that you have a very good choir. Very, very good. Are they called choir or what is it? That is fantastic. I'm very impressed with 3 things. Number 1, the songs all have meaning. None of them was Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. You have no idea where they are going with the name of the Lord, but theirs had meaning. Am I right? That is something that to select only songs where you are actually singing to God. I think that was fantastic. Number 2, they sang it with the meaning. You looked at them and had enough time, I'm not far away, to watch them, and it sounds like they are not a choir, they are a worship team. Actually meaning what they are saying. Thirdly and importantly, God has given them good voices. You know, some of us are better off saying words than singing. So I'm very, very impressed with the worship team. And my prayer is that God will continue to use them. Even, I hear some people are translating. Did I hear that? Yes. May they translate to continue. They are coming to translate and they always say, when I was in Egerton. Now, in our days, as if these are not your days. So if it was enjoyable in Egerton, it can also be enjoyable in Kitui. Am I right? If it's enjoyable in Egerton, it can be enjoyable in Mount Elgon. I don't know that there's anybody from Mount Elgon. So that will be very, very important. I pray that I was in the worship team. It just reminded me, I was in the worship team. If you came 1974 in the university, I was in our singing group. And in our days, you are not asked which university, because there was only one. So if you're in the university, you're only in one. So you are not in many universities. And I was in the singing group. And I want to admit, we could never come to that level. We sang, but not at that level. I'm very, very grateful to God to see a group like that. My discussion today is on culture and Christianity. How we can respond to our culture. When I say culture, a lot of people think only of the traditional culture. But even today, there is culture that is not the type a Christian can be involved in. It's culture, but you can't be involved in it. And so we are talking about how to respond to what you have around you, which may not be acceptable to the scriptures. That's our discussion today. Since the topic is very wide, and I don't have the whole day, I'm going to speak for around 40 minutes. By that time, you generate questions. You don't write your name, just give it to this. You're not secretary. You are secretary. No. What shall I call you? Okay. Now this lady who is my friend at the front, it's not a good title. My friend at the front. Please give her the questions. I've come with Mr. Deborah, who will be looking at the questions, so that by the time I finish, I may be scratching where it is not itching, but the question will help me to scratch where it is. Has somebody ever scratched you when it is not itching? It can be very painful. Am I right? Until the other yes, there. Then finally he reaches there and he says, So it's important, question time are critical on a topic like this, so that you scratch where it is and then, that would be what I'm looking for. In between, I've come with Frank Ilongo, who is a singer, and although I didn't tell him way in advance, with that kind of music, it just told me, can't you also sing? So I'm hoping somewhere between the question time and my speaking, he will think of what to sing, especially when you have such a high class around here. Is that okay? Yeah, thank you very much. So back to our topic. I want to suggest to you that everybody, it doesn't matter where you come from, all of us come from two things. Our culture is divided between two things. It's the way we do things, but also based on the way we believe. Can I repeat what is culture? The way we do things based on what we believe. You know, you'll find a Maasai, if you're a Maasai, forgive me, standing somewhere out of the cow, and one leg is on top of the other. Have you seen that? Now, I people wonder why. They don't have no reason. That's the way they feel like comfortable when they are looking after their cows. If you are not comfortable, don't tell them to something what they are comfortable with. And it's important to understand that. So when we talk about culture, we are talking about the way you do things, but it's sometimes based on what you believe. I was the secretary of the University Christian Union 1975. And when we finished university, we both, myself and the CU secretary, got jobs in Nairobi. So we went to North West and rented a house. Within no time, we got another person of the university. Within no time, we were four of us. I think there were 4 bedrooms. And we were 4 of us. You know, within no time, we created a culture. We could not sleep until we read the Bible together. And after some time, we knew who is good in Ugali, who is good in Sukuma Wiki. So the cooking bit was also sorted out. There was a culture on how we cook. That's a culture, isn't it? Okay, once we started getting married, the culture was destroyed. But as young people, that's the way we were. So it's very important to understand that culture is both beliefs and customs. I'm here to tell you that when you become a Christian, you must say no to your religion, but you don't have to say no to your customs. Am I communicating? So that we do not copy other people's customs just because they are the ones who brought the Christianity to us. No, it's not necessary at all. But however, you cannot claim to be a Christian and continue with your belief system. The Bible tells us, I'm a jealous God. My glory will share with no one. What that means is the moment you declare you are Christian, you must say no to your traditional religion. You cannot believe the same way with your grandfather. But you can still stand with your legs like that, just like your grandfather. Because that's not a belief. That is a custom. I'm not communicating. But there is a belief behind things. That's what you investigate. So the work as Christians, the day we become a Christian, is to check what our tribe does. And if it is based on a belief not in the Bible, we must say no. You know, every custom that there is in your tribe has the possibility of coming from 3 areas. Number 1, it may be godly. Why? Because the book of Romans chapter 1 tells us that even before Christianity was preached, what could be known of God was visible in creation. Have you read that? That means every tribe on earth has Jehovah in it. Every tribe on earth. Do not come and condemn a whole tribe and all their customs, because some of their customs are from God. How did they get there? I don't know. Let me give you an example. When I was growing up, I'm a Kikuyu. When I was growing up, 1950s, of course to be in the university, I did my form 1971. So obviously that's 50 years ago. So to have finished high school 1971, I could not have been born 1960s. Am I communicating? You look surprised that I was growing up 1950s. Now the first time I went to class was 1958. But that aside, when I was growing up, I knew that it was a culture that when a visitor comes, you don't ask him questions. In fact, in Kugu will say, in other words, you are not allowed to ask a visitor questions before you have fed them. He's a stranger, you have no idea where, you don't ask questions. If somebody says, it has gone and late, may I stay overnight here? You don't say no. The only answer is yes. You, of course, the houses were not very big. So you actually fed him. Then at the end, you make the fire go down. You put a gunia near the fire. They slept there overnight. Tomorrow you fed them with the porridge. There was no tea those days. Now you fed them with the porridge, and then they went to continue with their journey. In the meanwhile, after they have eaten, you ask them, where are you coming from and where are you going? Fortunately, I think they are not thieves. Because you see, if it is today, sometimes it can be dangerous. Am I right? Yeah. But that's the way we grew up. So I knew, at Kikuyu, you are not given options. You must welcome strangers. Only to later look in the Bible and discover that custom is a biblical custom. In fact, the Bible says, some welcome visitors, and the visitors turned out to be angels. So you can see now as Christians, we are supposed also to be welcoming. And I'm giving that as an example, that even in your tribe, you will discover some customs that did not start with the missionary. They were there even earlier, and those customs turn out to be biblical. That's why it's not right to assume that the day you become a Christian, you must stop your customs to copy the missionaries' customs. Second source of customs is the demons, the devil. Every tribe on earth has customs that are demonic in origin. Every one of them. No tribe has been seen on earth. We don't have that. You know, in some of the tribes, if you make a mistake of getting twins, other people assume it is wonderful. In fact, the Bible has several twins. Am I right? Now, but in some of the tribes in Africa, in Kenya, when you get twins, they believe that two spirits split. So if you don't kill them, you yourself will die. So every twin bird, the twins have to be killed. Am I communicating? Is that from the Lord? Is that from biblical? No. So the day you become a Christian, since you know that custom is from Satan, will you continue with it? If you get twins, you look after your twins, because your belief system is not like you have changed. When you become a Christian, you change. You don't believe like that. You don't believe that twins can bring you attacks. And you think with that, 1988, I was in Britain. I used to work for Shell, and I got for a course in Britain, 1988, and it happened to be October, November. That's the first time I realized that the white people have demonic customs. That customs happened on 31st of October as you go towards 1st of November. It's called Halloween. Have you heard of it? That's not an African custom. It's a Muzungu custom, but a demonic custom. In fact, during Halloween, they say that they belong to the devil. So even you wear like a devil. That is part of celebrating Halloween. And after Christianity has been in Britain for more than 1,500 years, 1988 I go there and I discover they are still doing that custom. When you become a Christian, can you practice Halloween? Are you getting my message? Not a single tribe on earth does not have demonic customs. And it therefore means Christian or become a Christian without having to say no to your parents and your grandparents and their belief system. Am I right? That's what we are talking about now. The third source of customs are customs from human nature. Some are from God, some are from Satan, the others are from our human nature. That means, for example, when we stayed with the other boys whom we used to be with in the CU in the University of Nairobi, when we stayed together, we created our own customs. But the fact that Nana was good in making ugali is not a religious issue. You cannot say that when Nana makes ugali, you are blessed. When Julian makes ugali, you are cursed. No. Ugali is just a taste bud. That when Nana makes ugali, it tastes nice. It's not a religious issue. It's just a human way of doing things. So you need to understand that there are some customs in the tribe that are not religious in nature. It's simply when we stay together, there is a way we do things. And there's neither right nor wrong. The way you know that that custom is not a faith issue is that your grandmother will not tell you you must do it. You know, so hard. Like, I still remember my grandfather growing up in the 60s. When my hair gets long, my grandma would say, "Hiya, don't you see that hair is getting you thin?" You know that he believes when you have long hair, you don't thin, because all people used to cut all the hair. At least for him, you never saw any hair. It grows a little, you don't cut it with scissors, you cut it with razor blade. That's the way my grandfather was all the years. So when he sees the hair like this, he thinks there's something strange. But he's not saying if you cut your hair, you'll be blessed. He is not saying when you cut it, you look better. Are you seeing the difference? So I could continue with my hair long, appended, but the other things, if you give it, say, hey, utatuletea kirumi, we will bring a curse on us. Oh, there'll be chira. You know what chira is? There'll be chira. So that now you understand, chira is the rule for, I used to be the show manager in Kisumu. That time I was going to Britain. I actually came from Kisumu. So when they tell you that will bring chira, what they mean is, it's not innocent. The demonic wow, the ancestral spirits are watching you. You do it. Now you realize that's not just a custom. It's a belief system. But the other customs, when a Luo attacks Ugali with Omena, he doesn't get blessings. He gets nutrition. So there are many things that you do that are human in nature. So let's now summarize. Anything that is from human nature, you have a choice whether to do it or, and even after you become a Christian, you don't stop it or continue with it because you are a Christian. It's because you like it or not like it. When something is satanic in nature, the day you get saved, you will never do it again. But what is godly, even if it was not from the missionary, you will continue. Am I clear? That's a very, very important thing to understand. However, I want to start by reading the Bible, Paul commenting on our customs. Would you like to open, and I think it will be on the line. You can read because I want to read many versions. You can read the one on the screen. Let me start with the New Revised Standard Version. And we are looking at 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 20. No, I imply that what pagans sacrifice, they sacrifice to demons and not to God. I do not want you to be partners with demons. What is Paul saying? First ask the question, are those Gentiles? Yes or no? Are you Gentiles? So all the religious customs of the Jews, of the rules, are being called? Read the Bible. What are they being called? Read your Bible. What are they called? What are they called? I don't know how to read. You can't be in the university. Read loudly. What are they called? Let me read again. I pray that what rules sacrifice to? They sacrifice to demons and not to God. Let me ask you, are campers Gentiles? Are they Gentiles? Let me now read again. What campers sacrifice or the ceremonies they undertake? They are ceremonies to demons. I'm not going to get it. Are Halloween are they Gentiles? Now, let's now go to the Amplified version. Same verse that in the Amplified version. On the contrary, the things which the Gentiles, in other words the pagans, in other words the Kalenjin, sacrifice. They sacrifice to, they sacrifice to demons, in fact, and not to God. And I do not want you to become partners with the demons by eating at feasts in pagan temples. When I was in the university, I did a big course. Then later, I did a master's, but none of it is Greek or Hebrew. So when I read the Bible on a controversial issue, and I don't know Greek or Hebrew, I like reading it in many versions, so I can see when 3 or 4 or 5 versions are saying the same thing, then you know it must be the same thing in the original language. I'm not going to get it. That's why you see me, and it's a practice I started way back in my university days. Try to put 3 or 4 versions to get, so that you don't start creating theology out of wrong translation. Let me go now to contemporary English version. No, I am not. This food is really sacrificed to demons and not to God. I don't want you to have anything to do with demons. Or maybe take the Living Bible, paraphrase. What I am saying is that those who offer food to these idols are united together in sacrificing to demons, certainly not to God. And I don't want any of you to be partners with the demons when you eat the same food along with the heathen that have been offered to these idols. And we could go on and on and on. Let me pick the NIV. No, but the sacrifice of pagans are offered to demons, not to God. And I do not want you to be participants with demons. Of course, the old one, New King James Version. Rather, that the beef is the Gentile sacrifice. They sacrifice to demons and not to God. And I do not want you to have fellowship with the demons. The reason I read all that is because it summarizes the ceremonies you undertake that have a worship element in them. Am I communicating? So you need to go to your customs, and whether there is any custom that is connected with worship. So the Bible is saying any worship by a non-Jew is a worship of loudly demons. The first time I read it, I said, is that in the Bible? Because I thought it's very unfair. Because I grew up knowing that the Kikuyus worship the god of Kirinyaga, the god who created Mount Kenya. So I thought that was very unfair. But as unfair as the roots is the Bible. I'm not communicating. And it's telling us very clearly, you cannot claim to have another method of worship and yet claim you are worshiping Jehovah. That's why the missionaries have to go everywhere in the whole world, and nothing has changed. This gospel of the kingdom has been preached to the whole world before the end comes. So we need, why do we need to know? Because there is no tribe on earth that doesn't require Jesus Christ. In order to stop worshiping the way they worship, and they start worshiping the way Jesus taught. And that is a very important thing. I want you now to take your Bible and go over to the book of Acts. I would like you to use your own Bible. Go to the book of Acts. The book of Acts, as accused with the topic you gave me, is actually, chapter 15, is the Jerusalem Council, which was called for all the Christians in the whole known world to come together in Jerusalem to discuss the question. Gentiles, must they stop their traditions to come the Jewish ones? Because a lot of Jews were saying, since Jesus is from our tribe, if you become a Christian, you must do like we do. Stop your culture and copy ours. And it was a very big debate. The book of Galatians was actually written because of this issue. So they met in Jerusalem. And in Jerusalem there was a long debate. Read the whole of chapter 15, Acts chapter 15. And there was a long debate until they finally came to a conclusion. They said, those customs of the Jews have not helped them. They were still going to hell with their customs. All those Levitical things listed in Leviticus, they were still against God, not with God. It required Jesus to come and die on the cross, so that even the Jew need to change to start worshiping Christ rather than their tradition. So they ask the question, if, and it's also in the book of Galatians, if the Jews do not benefit from those traditions, how can we ask the Gentiles to do things that never benefited the Jews? Am I communicating? So the Jews were told, do not start thinking that there is any value in your customs. That's why we don't copy the Levitical requirements. They are all in the book of Leviticus, but you don't follow them. Why? Because in this Jerusalem conference, we were told not to copy those Levitical customs. We now need to trust Jesus. The only way you get saved is not by practicing religious traditions. It's simply by accepting the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross. So we are told, Gentiles, don't call the Jewish custom. Continue with your customs. If they are human in nature or they are of Jehovah, continue with them. Don't stop them. However, a few of the customs you must stop. So the Bible will say continue their customs except the following. Now look at verse 20. Instead, we should write to them who are them, Gentiles, the Chaldeans, the Gekuns, the Ruels, the Mitikenda, the Ruyas. We should write to them. What do we tell them? To abstain. What is to abstain? Although your customs are okay, the following custom you must have nothing to do. Abstain from. Which customs? Any custom that is polluted by idols. In other words, any worship, and we have already defined what worship is. Any worship of a Gentile, that you must abstain. So you cannot sacrifice to your gods, called the idols. They are demonic in nature. And that means when the Lord sits now, he asks himself, is this custom worship or not? How do you know that custom is worship? Because a worship custom will bring blessings. Or failure to do that custom will bring a curse. Am I communicating? So the very easy to tell. For example, if you are in Kamba and want to marry, that marriage is not blessed until you do something called Indeo. Ever heard of Indeo? Indeo is a sacrifice where the girl's people and the boy's people come together and they kill a goat, shed blood, eat together. When you do that, that marriage is blessed. Am I communicating? So that tells you that activity is not an innocent activity. Any custom that brings a blessing or stops a curse is actually idol worship, whatever it is. The other day, in Nairobi, I hope I'm not talking about your auntie. But I'll try to be careful that you don't discover who I'm talking about. Some lady and gentleman who are born again in Nairobi got a child. They are Christians. But then the child was crying continuously when they came home from maternity. Crying. So the boy called his mother and said, the baby is crying. So you don't know. You have called him the wrong name. The spirits are complaining. I'm on my way to Nairobi. So it turned out just naming is not innocent. You can call a child one name and the demons are unhappy. And the child will not stop. Will not stop crying. The wife also called the mother, and the mother is saved. Said the baby is crying. And yes, and the mother of my husband has said the following. The mother of the girl said, nonsense, I'm coming. By the grace of God, the mother of the girl arrived before the mother of the, and it is a true story. Now, when the mother arrived, asked the daughter, is this baby feeding me now? Say, Mama, how do I know? You can tell whether the baby is actually breastfeeding well. Not quite. Say, and the baby is crying, yes. The baby is hungry. The woman said, no. The doctor said, I don't feed my people with anything except breast milk for 6 months. Says the doctor cannot go out. Your baby cannot die waiting for 6 months. If your breast brings no milk, we must do further milk. Says, no. So the mother got formula milk, made it, and fed the baby. That night, the baby slept well. By the morning they knew there were no demons. Simply hunger. I'm not communicating. By the time the mother of the boy came, there was no disease to pray for. I'm not communicating. So are you seeing how you can tell whether a customer is innocent or not? And I could go on. It's the same thing with the Kikuyu Kuradio. Ever heard of Kuradio? Have you ever heard of Kuradio? The Kikuyu wedding is called Kuradio. In that Kuradio, once the two families have accepted each other, just like in them, once they have accepted each other, then they kill a goat together, eat together. And from that day, that girl and that boy are now together for life. After that, you can go stay together whenever you want. There was no proper Kikuyu wedding. After Kuradio, you can still go back to your mother. Then the boy, your boyfriend, will grab you when he sees you anywhere, and you go to live with him. That's what the way the Kikuyu saw the love of mother. But the Kuradio, from the Kuradio, you left there knowing you now belong to that boy. Are we together? Now, Kuradio then was a very religious activity. It's the one where even the spirits knew. You no longer belong to this clan. You now belong to this clan. When you become a Christian, can you do Kuradio? Why? Because if you can bring a blessing, the blessings are not from Jehovah. You know where else. There are only two alternatives or blessings. Either from the Lord or where else? Loudly? From the devil. And you don't want blessings from the devil. And I could go on. But it's a very, very good. Yeah, so that's the first thing. There are not any custom that are worshipped by nature. You must abstain. Then I use this strong word abstain. Number 2, abstain from customs that to do with sexual immorality. According to the Bible, the only time you can do sex without having spiritual consequence is when you have it with your wife or your husband, and have it for pleasure or procreation. So that's the real requirement for sex. Sex outside that is evil. So we are told, and of course you ask them looking which one. You go to many of the tribes, some of you come from those tribes. You cannot plant before you have sex with your wife. Now, that tells you it's not sex for procreation, And it's not sex for pleasure, it's not for religious reason. Because after sex, now the plants will grow properly. Now, it's not in agricultural books, but in our religious customs, that the planting is, as I said, for example, when if your father dies and you go for the funeral meeting, then there is need for sex to cleanse the home. And after the burial, the boys stay around the fire and they have to keep checking, because the second born is not allowed to have sex until the first born. The other day I was asking, that's a new custom, I was asking the rule, how do you tell the first born has done it? Now, remember all of you are here the fire. Those who are here, you can see the way he is. Now, that's something for another day. But are you understanding that this sex is not sex for nothing? It's sex as a religious activity. The same thing among Kikuyus. When Kikuyus, and I grew up during emergency, so many people died, either in the forest or in detention, or some were killed by home guards at home. When someone died, the wife, according to Kikuyu religion, the wife of a dead person has sin. And that sin is a sin, not a sin she has done, but a sin that has happened to her. And unless she sleeps with another man, she will retain that sin. And if he actually continues like that, the thing she is doing will have telumi, they will have a curse. So it was a normal thing. During the 1950s and then the 60s, normal. They will say, so and so, was actually cleansed. At one point, I used to wonder, how do you get to be cleansed? So I understood later. When the woman now sleeps with one of the brothers of her late husband, she's now holy. She has been cleansed. So to realize this sex is sex that has spiritual power. Am I communicating? And you are like that until you read. Can you read for me? Remember you said we are partners. Read for me 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 39. So so you can see sex that has more than, it's not with your married wife, it's not for procreation, it's not for pleasure. That kind of sex that is religious, they are being told to abstain from it. Are you there now? Or is already there? Okay. Read loudly. You are not allowed to hold my mic, but you can read into it. RSV version. A wife is bound to her husband as long as he lives. If the husband dies, she is free to be married to whom she wishes, only in the Lord.
Are you getting it? The Bible contradicts that Kikuyu, but it's not just Kikuyu. The rules are the same. The rulers also do the same. So we seem to be agreed. And it's also an Old Testament requirement. But in the New Testament, they are told, the moment the husband dies, you can stay single or you can marry. But you don't have to marry your brother for those purposes. No! You don't marry for religious reasons. You marry because you want to marry. You are free to marry anyone as long as they are in the communicating. So realize, the moment you become a Christian, many of the religious customs among your people, you can't do them. So you therefore cannot be inherited. In rural, it's called wife inheritance. Marriage, it can't happen. Because the moment you inherit a wife, you contradict 1 Corinthians chapter verse. So you can only inherit a wife on your way to hell. Now, so if the intention is to go to heaven, will you allow it? My sister, we pray your husband doesn't die. But if he dies, you only allow yourself to be inherited on your way to hell. Because the scriptures are clear about it. So we are told, and that's the second thing. Anyway, number 3. You must abstain from meat of strangled animals. This is meat of animals that are killed religiously. You know, they say, no. If it's for an animal to be okay, you must have done the following. And the people have it. Like if a goat is going to be used for curario, it's not killed by everyone. You cannot even get meat from the butchery. It must be killed in a certain way. And certain meat will be for men, others for circumcised boys, others for uncircumcised ones. Even at the queen, you know what the blood of God isn't it? And the Kiamakia, the kind of elders, are the only ones who will do such activities. And actually these days they are paid fees. Because they want to understand exactly how to slaughter the goat. The moment you hear meat has been slaughtered that way, the Bible is telling you abstain from it. Don't eat it. If you can't eat it, can you kill it? Can you slaughter like that? No. And that's why, for example, many of you will have a real rough time in a very short while, because I know some of you are translating. And the thing that you translate, you want to get married. The moment you want to marry, the relatives of your wife will say no wife unless you kill the goat away. There must be veil. There must be grail. If you're a ruler, you must come and sacrifice for us to give you our, and you have a choice. You have to stay single. On your way to heaven, or marry on your way. The choice is yours. Because you know earlier you didn't know. Now you know. Am I right? That you have children like the executive for having invented me just when you're about to leave. But it's important to understand that you will not enter into those activities. Now, I'm telling myself, and I have taken longer than I've taken 42 minutes and I wanted to take 40. I have to find a way of finishing. The final one, I hope you are still looking at Acts 15 verse 20. So we have been taught you must have customs that are worship in nature, you must customs that are sexual issues that are religious, you must have customs of eating meat that the religious is slaughtered, and finally, you must abstain from all customs that require blood. Whether blood of a chicken, or a goat, or a cow, now it doesn't matter which type of animal, or what? Blood. So the moment I told you know there must be blood. That's why, for example, I comment, if you are going through a marriage ceremony, since you know in your culture, blood is required for proper marriage. If you are told, if you don't want a traditional marriage, you want to be married Christian way, then throughout the process, no animal must die. So that there is no blood shed connecting you with the ancestral spirits and demonic worship. I'm not communicating. Every time the visitors are coming, my sister, buy the meat from her butchery. I don't know what I guess it is, but it will be more expensive. Salvation is more expensive than that. And Jesus died on the cross. Why? No. I'm saying in a normal Christmas, kill a boy and leave it. No problem. But the moment there is an activity in your home, which could easily be associated with traditional belief system, that time no cow dies. A friend of mine who is a bishop told me how his father died in Kitale and was a famous man. So the elder said, and they all church people, the elder said, you know, we must kill a cow. He said, Kwani, how many kilos is a cow equal to? I'll buy the meat, I'll go to Kitale and buy the meat. They were saying because the other Christians did not know how to explain to this to the young man that it's not the meat, it is the blood.
So he said, don't tell me, whatever kilos, I'll add more. If what you're after is meat. The Bible was delivered to say, it's not the meat. When a royal great man dies, an oxen must die and must be killed here. So he said, so it's a blood. You can say so. Then now understand, I'm the firstborn in this family. I'm a Christian. My father was a Christian. Not a single animal, including a chicken, will die throughout the funeral arrangements. So they started scratching themselves because they understand the implications. Traditionally, there could be demonic activities. Am I right? So they felt, and you know they are not declaring until you pushed. They are not declaring. So throughout, and of course they say you don't do it, something will go wrong. So they didn't do it. He bought the meat from the butcher. It's important to understand the word of God is saying you cannot be a Christian and be associated with the shedding of blood. That does not mean the meat will not be eaten. But you cannot be associated with it. Another one that is quite common is called makubusho. Makubusho is your guy has died. The Lord has direct part in this. Now, your father has died. 1 year after the guy is dead. You now go where the person died, carry the shadow, and you take it to where the grave is. So the shadow and the part, the body might, you can't see them joining. It's a spiritual issue, am I right? And by the way, these days there are even pastors supervising the activity. And then somebody must die. Am I communicating? The Jews have now started participating in it. It's called laying of the cross. And sometimes they call it something else. They call it, something in the grave. Surely, all you require is a mason. What are you doing? Can you just tell a mason if you want your father's grave to be cemented? Just tell him, pay him the right money. By the time you come next time, it will be cemented. Why are you going there? Because you believe that there is something that will happen to your father the moment you cement the grave. And that's why you even kill a goat. The critical thing is, according to the scriptures, and you can find it in my book, I'm just hoping that you can access, focus here in Nakuru to give you my book. They're my distributors. The book is called Christianity and Culture. Christianity and Culture. And you see, I've written a whole chapter on the difference between the beliefs of a Christian and the beliefs of an African in terms of death. According to the Bible, it says to be absent in the body. What happens when absent in the body? What is there about being absent in the body? You have died. Am I right? To be absent in the body is to be present with the Lord. What that means, the day you hear John Nanga is absent. How do you know he's absent? Even if you beat him, he feels no pain. Don't worry where I am. That body is not me. I am in the presence of the Lord. What I feel here is my body telling you, bury me, don't bury me, you can't affect me. I'm still in God's hands. And if you refuse to bury me, I'll never you. But there is absolutely, according to Christians, there is absolutely no value in the dead. For example, people say, let's God come and give our last respects. You are too late. If I died last week, you can't give it. My body is not me. So you can't show me respect because there is no written, the Bible does not tell us there is no communication between the dead and the living. That's why you cannot talk about I'm escorting so and so. How can you escort me as I have not gone? They're not saying I'm in the presence of the. So you are making my body be clear. It's not me, it's my body. That's why you find it terrible that some people in church, the coffin is kept there, and they give my father, you know, they are talking to the dead father. Either you are foolish or you are not biology. Your father already gone. I'm not communicating. But that is Christians. Traditionally, according to Professor Pitti, African religions and philosophy, the book says the Africans believe that they are in every meeting there are three people. There is the living, those are the ones you can see. There is the living dead, those are people dead but are still in the meeting, and there is the living and gone. All of them participating in the meeting. That's why in every party, you must take a little wine and pour it down so that the living dead can also taste something. And if you don't give them, they might follow you into trouble. Am I communicating? So you start understanding anything that they say, if you don't do that, if you don't do telephone, if you don't do this, what that will happen? That is unbiblical belief system. And if you do your funeral like that, it means you are not a Christian. We still must bury the dead body, not the person, but his dead body, in order to give the family closure. It's called closure. In other words, we are allowing them to have nothing, to start a new life. That's why you do funerals. But there is now no benefit of a funeral to the dead person. It's meant for the living. Am I communicating? Now you can see the topic was rather long. I may not finish. I mean, maybe I just summarize and stop from there because, and I'm just hoping that you are going to pick my book. I've written actually 2 books on the topic. One is Christianity Culture. Please give the questions to them. One is called Christianity Culture. The other one is called Marriage, Christian or Traditional. So some of those things I'm saying in marriage are in the book, on that. And my prayer is that by God's grace you'll be able to get the copy, especially if you're interested in this topic. Let me summarize by saying that you can have the following checklist, which I've already discussed, as you finish. You can have the following checklist in deciding whether something you can continue or you can't continue, because basically I may not even know some of your customs in any way, and so you need to decide for yourself. Most of these customs have to do with the birth of the baby, the circumcision of the baby, the wedding of the baby, and the burial of the baby. As I finish, what have we said? Every tribe has a good and bad customs. Don't leave here saying we were told to stop our customs. Did I say that? No. And that was very important that we understand that. Number 2, that the only traditions you must stop are only the religious ones. The ones that have to do with the belief. So the first thing you must do is it just religion or a simple custom? How do you get to know that? If it has spiritual consequence. Any custom that has spiritual consequence is a religious custom. Have we done that? That's the first thing you must check. Number 2, any custom that brings a blessing is a religious custom. Any custom that brings a curse or stops a curse is a religious custom. Any custom that provides protection from spiritual harm, wearing some things on the hand, although these days, because you know on the sea, they wear them around the waist. So that's why some people even can't be near. You can't be near them when they are dressing, in case you see them. For them to be protected, they are protected by Christ, by something else. The trouble is, they are wasting their time. Because Jesus says, my brother shall win? No one. So the moment you have a belief and something you are putting in it, or some salt you are putting under your clothes, Jesus has left you. Because he does not compete for this. The moment you make a choice to follow your traditions, you lose Christ's protection. So any custom that gives you protection from harm. So what I'm encouraging you is to classify all customs to religious and non-religious ones. Number 2, please check if the custom is contradicting the scriptures. Because according to Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1 to 5, in the last days, he has decided to talk to us, not through our traditions, but through his Son, Jesus Christ. So the only tradition that can stand
is the one where it's in line with the scriptures. Number 3, check if the custom requires blood. Number 4, ask if not doing it has blood mysterious custom, or ask if doing it has good mysterious customs. Another question, does this custom subscribe to your being Christian first? I'm not going to count this as second. Have you heard? I'm an African fast. The moment you're an African fast, Jesus becomes number 2. Am I right? So we are Christian Africans, not African Christians. Because 1 Corinthians 5:17 saying, I've become a new. So if the first time I was born a Kikuyu, so the second time I'm not born a Kikuyu. I'm born a child of God. And from that moment, I'm a Christian first, then an African second. What that means is that I will accept everything biblical, even in my own tribal traditions. I only accept the ones that are in line with Christianity. Does that show you what it means to be a Christian first? Am I clear? So that's the thing with us. That is custom. Agree with that. But I think I finish with this. In everything, therefore, the question to ask is, how does this particular custom serve Christ or glorify Christ, my master? Or does it actually deny the power of God because I'm getting power from somewhere else? Those questions will help you to determine which customs you can keep and which one you must stop. Come and sing so that it gives Deborah enough time to prepare the answers.
Bwana asifiwe. Praise the Lord. Umesikia hiyo? Unasikia hiyo? There is one thing I've learned. If you look at